The kids ran, their feet slipping on the wet, muddy road. The creature's growls grew louder, and Emma could hear its heavy footsteps pounding behind them. Jake stumbled and Emma yanked him up, her breath coming in ragged gasps. There, Jake pointed to a faint light in the distance. It was a small cabin, its windows glowing faintly through the trees. "Come on," Emma urged, dragging Jake toward the cabin. They burst through the front door, slamming it shut behind them. The cabin was warm and a fire crackled in the hearth, but something felt off. The walls were covered in strange symbols, and the air smelled faintly of sulfur. A table in the center of the room was littered with old books and candles. "Hello?" Emma called out, her voice echoing in the empty cabin. There was no response. Jake clung to her arm, his eyes wide with fear. "Emma, I don't like this place." Before she could respond, they heard a loud thud against the door. The creature was outside, scratching at the wood. Emma's heart raced as she looked around for something to barricade the door. She grabbed a heavy chair and shoved it under the handle, but the creature's growls only grew louder. "We need to hide," she whispered, pulling Jake toward a narrow staircase in the corner. They crept up the steps, the wood creaking under their weight. At the top was a small attic cluttered with old furniture and boxes. Emma shut the attic door and pressed her ear against it. Downstairs they heard the sound of the door splintering open. The creature was inside. Jake whimpered, and Emma put a finger to her lips. "Shh," she whispered. "We'll be okay." But as she turned, she noticed something strange in the corner of the attic. A large wooden box, covered in the same symbols as the walls. It was vibrating faintly, as if something inside was trying to get out. Emma's eyes widened as the box began to shake violently. "Jake, stay back," she whispered, her voice trembling. The symbols on the box glowed faintly, and the air grew colder. Downstairs, the creature roared, its footsteps heavy as it searched the cabin. Emma's mind raced. What was in the box? Why was it reacting to the creature? Suddenly, the box's lid flew open and a blinding light burst forth. Emma shielded her eyes as a figure emerged. A woman, her face pale and her eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. Who are you?" Emma stammered. "I am the guardian of this place," the woman said, her voice echoing strangely. "The creature outside is a curse, bound to this land. It cannot be killed, but it can be contained." "How?" Emma asked, her heart pounding. The woman pointed to the box. "You must lure it inside, but be warned, it will not go willingly." Emma swallowed hard, the weight of the moment sinking in. Downstairs, the creature snarled louder. Time was running out. Before Emma could respond, the attic door splintered open. The creature lunged inside. Jake screamed as it charged toward them, its massive claws outstretched. "Do it now!" the woman shouted. Emma grabbed Jake and shoved him toward the box. "Jump in!" she yelled. He hesitated, but the creature was almost upon them. With a cry, Jake leapt into the box, and Emma followed. The creature roared, its form twisting and writhing as it was drawn into the glowing interior. The light grew brighter and brighter as the cabin shook violently. Emma clung to Jake, her eyes squeezed shut against the overwhelming brightness. And then, silence. When Emma opened her eyes, they were back in the van. The rain had stopped, and the first light of dawn was breaking through the trees. Jake was asleep beside her, his breathing steady. Emma looked around, heart still racing. Had it all been a dream? But on the back seat window, a faint symbol glowed and then faded away. She shuddered, clutching Jake tightly. Whatever had happened, they were lucky to be alive.